As we know, SQL is a, or SQL is a structured query language, and the commands which are available in SQL or SQL is categorized into these four categories. One is data definition language, the second one is data manipulation language, third one is data control language, and TCL, which is transaction control language. Okay, so these are the four main categories in which all the SQL commands belong to. The first category is a data definition language, in which the commands which are used to create, alter, drop, rename, and truncate, these group of commands belong to data definition language. So under create, we can create a new database objects such as database or tables. DDL command also deals with altering these definitions of an existing object. It could be database or a table. So the commands, the other commands which we can use is to drop a database, to rename a database, and to truncate a table. So what is truncation of a table? So that means it is used to remove all rows from the table without logging individual row deletion. Okay, so what is data manipulation language? Data manipulation language is nothing but it is a set of commands which is used to retrieve, insert, update, remove, and manage the data. So DDL is nothing but a definition language wherein we define the objects, and DML deals with managing the data within these objects, such as insert, update, delete, and select. So these are the different commands which are used to retrieve or manage the data. So these are the different commands used to manage the data within the database. Okay, so select command is basically to retrieve one or more rows from a table. Insert is to insert one or more rows into a table or a view, and update is change an existing data in the table or view. That means insert will insert a new value, update will update the existing data. Okay, so delete removes the rows from the table or view. Okay, so we would be mostly concentrating on DML part in the later sessions. Of course, we will deal with data definition language because we need to create those objects before we start working on DML. Okay, so data control language is set of commands which are mainly used by administrators. So whenever we create a particular database, so who can create a particular database and who has access to query. So all these DDL, DML can be controlled by providing a grant to a particular user. So that is why this is generally done by administrator. So he or she can provide grant, and he or she can revoke the permissions. So whatever the permissions which we have, either to insert or update or delete or select, so he has various commands or various criteria for granting the access or revoking the access, both for DDL as well as DML. Okay, so TCL, transaction control language. So what does transaction control language do? So it allows the DML statements to be grouped into a logical transaction. So this is very important. It allows the DML statements. So DML statements are like select, insert, update, and delete. So they can be grouped into a logical transaction. Suppose say if you are inserting into multiple tables, say for example table 1 and table 2. So let me open up MS Paint here. Suppose say I have table 1 and table 2 here and table 3 here. Okay, and this is table 1 and this is table 2 and this is table 3. Okay, so whenever we insert a particular value into table 1, so that will in turn insert something into table 2 and that will in turn insert something into table 3. Okay, so now the table 1 we have inserted a particular row successfully. So we have inserted something successfully and it in turn added some values into table 2, and in table 3 for that particular information which is all related between table 1, table 2 and table 3, under table 3 it failed. Okay, so now what will happen to the data in table 1 and table 2? Since these items which we are trying to insert are all related items. Okay, so since it failed in table 3, if we don't have if we don't use the transaction, then what will happen is we will have redundant data in table 1 and table 2, and table 3 will not have a related data for this particular row which we try to insert. Okay, so in such cases what we do is we use transactions. What transaction will help us is, so if at any stage there is a failure for related items which are getting inserted into multiple tables, then if one of them fails, then it should roll back to its original state instead of having a redundant data. Let me repeat this. Okay, so it has tried to insert one record here. Okay, one and it is a related record, and here record 1 failed. Okay, so when this record 1 fails, then there's nothing gets inserted into this table 3. Okay, nothing gets inserted into table 3, but we still have a record in table 2 and table 1. Since they are since the data which we are inserting, they are all related items, and this becomes a redundant data now. Record 1 under table 1 still exists and under table 2 still exists, even though we don't have record for record 1 under table 3. So this is not the situation which we want to. So instead of inserting it separately, so what we do is we add all these commands into a group. That is nothing but the transaction control language. So what it does is it allows DML statements to be grouped into logical transaction. So whenever we insert into all 3 tables successfully a record, then only we consider that particular transaction is successful, else it is unsuccessful. So we can group them by using begin transaction. Under begin transaction, we will group all the DML statements, and once we are satisfied with the transaction, once it is successfully inserted into table 1, table 2, table 3, then we go ahead and commit the transaction. Else, we will roll back the transaction. Once we commit, it will commit the records into all three tables. If we roll back, then it will take out all the data from all these tables. Once that particular transaction is failed, it rolls back to its original state. So that is how this transaction control language works. Okay, so we have seen DDL, DML, DCL, and TCL. So mainly we will be concentrating on DML in the upcoming sessions.